Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's Friday, the 11th day of August. Today is Global Kinetic Sand Day. I thought it was about time for that.
Kinetic sand.
It's also National Raspberry Bombay Day. Of the two, which one do you think I would celebrate? That sounds pretty good to me. National Sons and Daughters Day today, and National Presidential Joke Day today. And we're going to just not even do any of those because it'll make somebody angry. So here's what we will do. We'll talk about our guest. Our guest is not going to make you angry. Our guest is going to make you happy. I've got Natalie Burn. She could have very easily been a Movie Star Monday guest, but we've got her today because we're talking about her new film that just came out this week, Till Death Do Us Part. It looks really good. Here's the thing that's fascinating. As I was getting ready for this interview, I also found out she's from the Ukraine. I didn't know that.
Huh.
So I'm going to chat with her a little bit about that, a little bit about her new film, a little bit about, well, whatever comes up. Natalie Burn, our guest on this Friday. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Do you sometimes find yourself rushing around trying to get things done, even if it means more efforting in the long run? You might be procrastinating. Turns out that's a thing, Heidi. University of California, Riverside did a study on this behavior, and they concluded that some people prefer to make up their minds as soon as possible and act quickly rather than have to think or rethink their choices. For example, when faced with tasks like cleaning a car, some people spend extra time planning their approach rather than just diving in. A precrastinator is looking to clear their mind by just making a decision right away. The study also highlights the potential consequences of precrastination, such as rushing to important judgment or actions without considering all of the evidence. Do you ever precrastinate, Heidi?
I think I am a tragic procrastinator constantly, yes.
And then she orders something, and as soon as they leave, she's like, oh, I should have got this. Yeah, you probably should have. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that facial analysts say that it's true people are getting uglier?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Wait, what? Are you saying that to me? A founder of a facial aesthetic consultant firm, QOVES. I don't even know how you say that. They said this phenomenon was explained in a TikTok response to a question about why old high school yearbooks contain so many attractive people. Was it something in the water? He says the average person's face is becoming increasingly disadvantaged by modern diets, sleeping patterns, pollutants, and other habits. Okay. So they
even say the blue light of the screens that we're on all day has an adverse effect on your skin and everything.
They say that if you look at some of the people from photos like back in the 1950s, they look a lot older than teens today due to the fact that they had more defining features. Their theory is that this is the way people are using their mouths, like the way they hold their mouth when we're eating and all kinds of other things that change.
Their posture, everything.
And they say that it's making us not quite as good looking as our grandma and grandpa's generation. So, all right, well.
I could see that.
That's like your opinion, dude. All right. We don't know everything, but we now know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Leah Remini is being stalked and harassed by the Church of Scientology, according to this.
She's been saying that for years.
Trying to destroy her life, she says, because she left the religion. And according to a new lawsuit she filed against them and their leader, she's saying that they're doing everything they can to make her regret leaving the church. So I'm sad to hear that. The SAG-AFTRA Foundation Emergency Assistance Program has raised over $15 million since the strike happened. Started on the 14th of July. That's when that started. A lot of big dollars from a lot of big names, and I've got a list if you want to read them in the show notes. Gal Gadot is keeping hope for a Wonder Woman 3 alive, despite big changes going on at DC Studios. So right now, there's nothing official. I don't know when we'll know anything official. But they're saying that they would like to develop a Wonder Woman 3 to see what that would look like. So maybe we'll know sooner rather than later. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Maybe fate told him that somebody needed a little pep talk. A young boy was headed down a neighborhood sidewalk when he made a stop at a random house with a doorbell cam and left a positive message of encouragement for a stranger.
Oh.
Isn't this adorable? The video, posted on YouTube, does not identify the boy or the location, but the youth is an American walking in a tree-lined neighborhood. He looked directly into a camera with earnest wisdom seemingly beyond his years and said, "You matter, all right? There's always going to be somebody who cares about you. You're a good person, no matter what people say about you. You matter, man or girl, whoever you are. You matter to somebody. Don't forget that." And then he went on his way.
How cute is that?
It's adorable. I've got a link if you want to see the video. I've got it in the show notes for today. I'm going to click on here and see.
Did it say how old he was?
It did not say, but I'm going to look and see. So, see this
Oh
little
my
guy?
gosh,
How
he's
old?
adorable.
And there's a whole crew.
Oh my gosh.
And there's a whole crew of other kids around him. And
He looks, what, 7?
I would guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at age. How old are you? 7, 8, 9? Oh, no, I'm more than that.
He's so cute.
No,
what a good
adorable.
kid.
So here's the thing I want to say. First of all, hats off to the parents of this kid. And I'm looking to see, because I'm scrolling through here, because I thought maybe it would even say in the comments down here who he is. And they said, oh, wow, and he didn't step on the grass, so he used the sidewalk too. But it doesn't, unless somebody's got it posted somewhere else, I don't think we still know where this kid is from. But whoever this kid is, hats off to you for doing that. That's really neat. And the people that posted it, I love the fact that they posted this.
That's pretty cool.
And then also just want to say, parents of this kid, good job, man. You guys are doing something right. And if you're parents of another kid, maybe talk to those kids and just talk. They don't have to go do this because, you know, again, that's been done now. But just to let them know how to treat people.
Right.
I think that's really important. I love it, love it. That was almost my good news, but instead it was your scoop of the day. Thank you for listening to The John and Heidi Show. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday. Our guest today, Natalie Burn, absolutely could have been a Movie Star Monday guest. You got a lot of great projects you've had a chance to do, Natalie.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I try to do fun projects, yes. But there's nothing more fun than Till Death Do Us Part.
Yeah, that is the new film. It's out in theaters right now, Till Death Do Us Part. Tell me a little bit about this film for folks that are not familiar.
So it's basically a runaway bride who decides to skip on her wedding, runs away from the groom, and goes hides in this house. And the groom gets really angry and sends 7 angry groomsmen after her to bring her back or to kill her. You have to watch the movie to find out what really happens. But it's a comedy. It's actually really funny. We had a screening, and I'm like thrilled because it's the first time the audience saw the film, and I can't tell you how funny it is. Like it's incredible. So it's horror, you know, because Jeffrey Reddy came in on board. He was a creative final destination. He can't help us out with the film, but it also has a lot of action. If you haven't seen the trailer, check it out. It's intense. Like my character basically just takes out all the angry groomsmen with all kinds of different things and styles, and it's we've been compared to movies like John Wick and Kill Bill, and just it's very exciting. But it has a lot of suspense, so it's a very fun genre-bending film where you have to go see it and just enjoy, have fun, don't take it seriously, because we totally did not when we made it.
It looks amazing, and there's so many talented people involved in this, and when you get all these talented people together, of course the project's going to turn out great.
I hope so. Yeah, no, we had fun, and everybody that worked on it. I mean, we have an amazing cast. Like Cam Gigante kills it as Batman. I mean, in the movie, he's constantly trying to deliver his Batman speech. He takes his job so seriously, and it's hilarious. Throughout the movie, he's trying to deliver it. He's trying to memorize the lines. He's trying to finally, do his job, and it's really cool. And then Orlando Jones, who's great. Pancho Miller, who's a small person, he's fantastic. He plays T-Bone. He's funny. He's so funny in the movie. You guys have to see it. And then, along with Jason Patrick, of course, is a legend who is, his friend who came in and just said, yes, I'm going to do the movie. Yesterday, he enjoyed it as well. We all watched it first time with the audience, and it was a lot of fun.
I love that. Now, when you look at some of the amazing projects you've had a chance to be a part of, Expendables 3, Enforcers, Black Adam, you've worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Natalie, do you ever take a look at this and go, I cannot believe I had a chance to do this? Would a 12-year-old version of you even believe you if you told her?
Oh, my God. I mean, I remember I was very, very young. I was 5 years old, and somebody asked me, they were like, well, who do you want to become when you grow up? And I just kept telling them I want to be a star. And, in my head, of course, I was imagining myself, being somewhere, red carpet and movies, because I saw a couple of movies, and I told my mom I want to be that, but instead I became a ballerina. So I envisioned myself somewhere amazing, but I never in my mind, thought that I would be working with, all those legends and all those people that I used to look up to. So I'm so grateful. I'm ecstatic. And of course, on this movie, I got to work with my friend Timothy Woodward Jr., who's an Emmy-winning director, and alongside everybody else. I mean, it was a dream come true project for us to just come in and work as a team and deliver such fun film.
And for folks that don't know this, you were born in Ukraine. What is it like to see your homeland in the news every day?
That's devastating. My grandma lives there. She calls me every day. She doesn't call me. I get worried because every single night they're still having alarms where they have to go downstairs and hide in the bunker. So I hope this war ends very soon because it's devastating for my people. I can't imagine how sad I am, to imagine what's happening to the city and to cities of Ukraine. And I lived in Kiev, and it's just such a magnificent and beautiful architectural city that it's sad for me to hear and to understand what's actually going on. So I really hope that comes to an end very soon, which is crazy because actually Till Death Do Us Part comes out in theaters in Ukraine and in Russia, actually in all the CIS territories and Baltics today. It's coming out theatrical. So I really hope that the people can actually still go and see movies. So
yeah,
it's I'm glad my movie's still there and plays there, and I'm glad they're still supporting me. But I feel so bad for them, and I'm definitely extremely lucky to be here.
Well, and we're fortunate to have you on the phone with us right now talking about the new film.
It's totally an indie film. We put it together ourselves.
I love that. Natalie, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Again, Natalie Burn, the new film Till Death Do Us Part. It's in theaters now. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's more important now than ever before to have a better credit card. We would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A man once survived on pizza alone for 25 years.
I could do that.
I probably could too.
I could do that.
Do you think would you do different types of pizza? It would be the same thing every time.
Oh, I would do all kinds of different types of pizza.
I would probably shuffle it
from
up
different places and
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Brunch was invented as a way to cure hangovers. Does it work? Apparently it does. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The stage before frostbite is called frost nip. I love that. I didn't know that. You knew that?
I did.
I think maybe we talked about it before. Or
probably.
How did you know? Maybe Charlie told us. I don't know.
I don't know.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A full bladder is about the size of a softball.
Yeah.
I would have thought it was bigger than that. Another fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
4 times more people speak English as a foreign language than as a native language. Oh, wow. I never even thought about that, but I suppose.
I would definitely see how that could be.
Yeah, and our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Chewing gum for an hour burns 11 calories. There you go. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help you protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 38% of people say they always go to the same place for this. What is it? I could see where this would be a thing. You have this is the person I trust for that. They always go to the same place for their haircut.
Oh,
yeah. Same.
Yes, I always go to the same place.
You
for
know,
my hair.
I have been horrible about that.
And it shows when you come out.
Oh, yeah. We've gone like 2 different times on vacation where I didn't get a haircut before we went.
I'm just going to get a haircut.
I just go stroll into some random place and I come out going, can we go buy a hat now? All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A British Columbia real estate agent has been fined $20,000 after being caught drinking milk straight from the jug at a home that he was showing.
Oh, my God.
That's a big fine, man. British Columbia Financial Services Authority say Mike Rose was alone in their home last July. The Complos was the last name of the family. And he was waiting for clients to arrive for a viewing. He went to the refrigerator to find water, but instead took a swig of some milk straight from the container, which then he put back in the fridge. The owners of the home saw him drinking the milk when they reviewed footage from a surveillance camera, and they confronted him 2 days later. He's now working for a different brokerage.
My gosh, that is hilarious.
He was fired by the place that he worked, fined $20,000.
Wow.
And then had to go to a different brokerage. So I hope he sold the house at least to cover some of the commission. Maybe it would help cover the fine. I don't know. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. The relationship between food and mood apparently is a big one. Do you ever feel like that?
Oh, yes.
Like there's some foods that just put you in a better mood?
Yes.
Here's some expert recommended foods that can have a positive effect on your mental health. Salmon. Omega-3s can improve your depressive symptoms. And omega-3s also are found in mackerel, sardines, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. So if you don't like salmon, try one of those. Complex carbs. Whole grains, legumes, starchy vegetables provide a release of glucose, and it's essential for brain function. It'll also stimulate the production of serotonin, promoting a sense of calmness and well-being. Produce. Fruits and veggies are packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Next thing, tryptophan, like turkey. It's an amino acid precursor to serotonin. It's also found in chicken, eggs, dairy, nuts, and seeds. And probiotics. They promote a healthy gut microbiota, which can positively impact your mood. And I don't see it on the list here anywhere, but I'm going to say ice cream because it always makes me happy. So,
well, I was thinking of a completely different list entirely.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the foods that make me feel better. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. If you're looking for a new opportunity, South Dakota is calling. There's over 27,000 open jobs at this very moment. Whether you like the city life or if you're more of a fan of the rural lifestyle, South Dakota has plenty to offer. From the Black Hills and the Badlands on the west side of the state to the rolling prairies in the middle with many small towns and the city of Sioux Falls on the eastern edge, there's no state income tax in South Dakota and many job opportunities. Learn more about what's waiting for you in South Dakota at movetosd.com. That's movetosd.com. Now your quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Quote today is from Samuel L. Jackson. Wait a minute, I better pre-read this. No, I already did. He says, anybody who tells you money can't buy happiness never had any.
That is a fact.
Well, I don't know because I have never had any, but I remember reading somebody.
You have told people that though, so
Yeah,
there you go.
I have told
You're
you
telling
that,
people
so
that, and you don't have any.
I ain't got none.
Yeah.
So what do I know about it?
That's exactly right.
I'll quit now. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Here's a headline. All she needed was a second chance. An opioid addict's redemption story. A remarkable display of triumph of the human spirit. A former addict turned Ivy League educated lawyer. Don't you just love that?
Wow.
This time she stood not as a defendant, but as a legal defender, successfully exonerating an innocent man who was accused of murder. Between 2012 and 2015, Sarah Gadd had 7 felony drug convictions, going in and out of jail in Pennsylvania and elsewhere. Went to jail in Chicago for 27 days, and during that time, she says she was beaten, she was stabbed, she was raped. And then when her family was complaining about how she was being treated, she was thrown in solitary confinement.
Yikes.
So during all of the time that this was happening, you know, there were very few people in her court, but there was a little program called Making a Murderer, a Netflix documentary.
Oh, yeah.
And the attorney that was on there, a well-known attorney, decided she was going to help this young lady, and she helped her, and she got her freedom, and she went through this. And because of this, she decided to go to law school. Now she's doing the same thing.
That's fantastic.
She's helping. I love this. So there's a bunch of information here if you want to read all the details. There's no way I can squeeze all of this in the 30 seconds I have left. But she graduated in 2020, got her license to practice law August of last year. And now she's already helped one person who had a life sentence. They were going to be they were done. And she helped get that overturned and help this person. So I love this. And there was a TV story on this.
As long as the person was innocent.
No, and that's what they do. They find people who have been, wrongly convicted, and they go through and help them. I've got a link to the story if you want to read the details. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.